Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to the Bricks King podcast, where I'm going to bend your ear about Lego, review those amazing bricks of plastic, and discuss what is new and up-and-coming around the Lego world. I'm your Minifigure host, Matt. Let's build on it. Welcome in, everybody. I hope every single one of you are doing just perfectly well today. So I've got a set to review today, as you could tell in the description, right? You know what? I was supposed to have this thing 2 weeks ago. And I'm going to, right out of the gate, I'm going to tell you how frustrated I am with DHL right now. Lego uses DHL to ship stuff all over the place, out of Europe. My DHL shipment arrived not 1 day, not 2 days, not 3 days, 6 days late. 6 days late. So by the time I got it, I had family in town, and I was like, oh my goodness, I was so irate that it was so late. I know that rhymed. That is not the intent behind this. I was so frustrated. I wanted to be able to share this with you guys. I wanted to be able to get it out before it was, able to be not bought, but as a GWP, and it just wasn't possible. So hopefully it's not DHL as a company. It's Dallas DHL. It is the hub here in Dallas, Texas. It is just atrocious right now. And, I called DHL and they had mentioned that they have had issues because this was just a call center dude. I was putting in, I can't remember. They were trying to find out what was going on with the package, basically. Why it had sat in Dallas for 5 days. Just sat there. No movement at all. And he had said, yeah, we have a lot of problems out of that area. No kidding. Imagine that. So the set we are talking about is the Tribute to the Lego House 40563. This set was available during the VIP Black Friday / Cyber Monday / all that good buying time. Now, what it did boast was $250 to 250 euros what you had to spend, which is insanely high. Insanely high. Your piece count wasn't bad. 583 pieces, not bad. Not great either. So you had to spend the spending cap was $250, decent stuff. And I got to tell you, the miniature builds are actually pretty neat. They're not all great. And if you know anything about the Lego house sets, they can be extremely difficult to acquire, especially, you live in the western part of the world where you're not able so much to be able to get there, or the far eastern part of the world. If you don't live in Central Europe, it's almost impossible to get a hold of. So this thing boasts 5 different models. And the first one that we're going to cover is the dinosaurs. I love this part of the model. By far my favorite, without a doubt. You have the 3 dinosaurs, you have the red, you have the green with the kind of the brown, and then you have your yellow with the dark bluish and light bluish gray. I love every single part of these. They're really neat little build, and they're adorable. You could literally take all 5 of these individual sets, not the big sets, just the mini builds here, and you could put them on your desk as just whatever, just an ornament, a desktop ornament, just to be able to be like, oh, that's cute. And, you change them out every couple of weeks or something like that. You go from the next to the next to the next. I really like the way these turned out. The big dinosaurs were an incredibly cool build because you got to pay your booty off to be able to get them out of Europe. The shipping is crazy expensive to the United States from Europe. When you have to find somebody else and it's not free shipping. Anyway, I absolutely love these. The color is fantastic. Your plate that it's built on, it is tiled. You do have a tile here that does say dinosaurs on it, which is super important. You know, people are like, oh, I want the thing. Ooh, I just popped something off. I want the thing. I need the thing. Printed pieces are always gold. Absolutely always gold. But I do like how you have the 3 dinosaurs on their pedestals. It's just really great. It was by far my favorite, without a doubt. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one here, which is my least favorite of these builds. I do not have this in the main build itself, but the Lego house. I've seen many reviews of fan media and just you awesome folks alike, and this just doesn't do it justice. You're built up on 4 different plates, some long plates, and some equally giant squares here in the center. The tiles are fine. You know, you got some spring green in there. You got some lime green that's kind of going on. Your yellow, your different colored blues, orange, red. It's pretty in that regard. And then you have where it says Lego house on it. You have that printed tile as well. It's kind of flat. It's kind of ugly in that regard. I'm not a big fan of how this looks. Just, you know, if you're really going to put this thing under a microscope. Now, it does look pretty close. It does look pretty close to the larger model after taking an extensive look at most of the photos. That isn't the part that bugs me. It just kind of looks like somebody built up a building. I don't know. Let's say, 5, 6, 7 bricks high, and they collapsed it under, you know, extreme pressure and heat, and they just kind of went, and they just got this kind of weird semi pancake of a house. It's not horrendous. It's definitely not pretty though, in my opinion. But you know, your mileage may vary. You may look at it and say, you know what, I absolutely love the way this looks. And I think it's fantastic. And you have no idea what you're talking about, Matt. I may not. I fully may not know what I'm talking about. The Tree of Creativity is the next one up on the deck here. This one is adorable. I do love this one a lot. The big model was an incredible model. The small model is even more unique in the way that it is built because it is just shrunk down. It is literally just shrunk down. You do have that 1x8, well, they're all by 1x8 printed tiles. This one says Tree of Creativity. It is a cute little build. The coloring, just like the original one, is fantastic. It is phenomenal. The birdhouse on this looks so cute. There's something about it. I don't know what it specifically is. I guess it's the shrunk down version of it, but it just looks, I love it. I probably love that part way more than I should. But it does work out really well. I think it's really cute. I do like the little green flower type pieces, the 1x1 flower pieces that they use here. The greenery pieces down here in the bottom, it looks really nice. It gives that added texture, that added depth, and the color difference between the black and the green is really nice as well. I do like how Lego designers chose to go about that. It is a cute little build as far as that goes. The next one up here is the brick molding machine. If you guys recall this one, I believe this was 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100%. I would say it's probably about, 2 years ago. Anyway, this thing is nice. It is another shrunk down version. It is different. It's kind of, because it's all that lime green and everything. You do have a printed cell phone tile, the 1x2 tile that is used here. All the lights are on here and stuff. You actually have your little bin here that has pieces in it. You've got your red bucket here as well. You've got some levers. It's not bad. It just, again, it kind of goes with the Lego house model. It just doesn't look as pretty because there's not enough detail. You know, the other two that we have talked about other than the Lego house, you can see a lot more detail and stuff like that. This just kind of comes across as bland. I know this was not a giant fan favorite when it was available. I don't think it's available anymore. But it is definitely not something that I would look at this and I would say, yes, this is 100% fantastic. I need that. You could literally, other than the, brick molding machine plate here, the 1x8 plate tile, you could do this on your own. You could actually look at this and be like, oh, I could throw that together in about 10 seconds. The tree of creativity is a little bit different. It's a little bit too funky. And then we move on to the wooden duck. And the wooden duck is my second favorite behind the dinosaurs. Part of the issue I have with the dinosaurs is because I'm a giant dinosaur fan. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, all that kind of stuff. I was playing with dinosaurs since I popped out of the womb, for the love of God. Anyway, this is a cute little build in its own right. You do have the wheels that actually rotate forward or backward, depending on how you push or pull this thing. I love the way this is done. Such a cute idea to actually have it be quote unquote playable. It just sits here with a rounded tile and it just holds itself in place. It does have a rope piece that does attach here. It does have the wooden duck tile on here, the 1x8 as well. The build is super simple. It's not overly complex, but it does look really, really good. The beak looks really sharp. The eyes, the bulbous eyes are really cute. The wings actually do have some depth with them, with some tilage that they do use on those forest green plates here. So I like the way that is done. The red wheels really stick out amongst the black of the plate and the tiles. So that is always a plus. Anything that you can get to pop is going to help no matter what. So those are the 5 builds. By far the dinosaurs and the duck were my favorite. The dinosaur builds are awesome on the little pedestal that they're on. The wooden duck, tree of creativity, and then the other two are kind of like, okay, not the best. So let's look at what the value is really worth. Is this worth $250 to be a gift with purchase, a GWP? My opinion is absolutely not. I get what's here. I think it's nice. Other than the tiles, the 5 tiles, there's not anything that is, exclusive or you have to have. Like there's not a recolored piece or something else. There's nothing here that, jumps off the screen and is like, oh my God, I got to have this right now. There's nothing here. They are cute little builds. Like I said, they are nice little desktop displays. You could put all 5 of these together and display them. That's fine. Maybe you just want to leave it in the box. I don't know. But they are most definitely not. I just don't see the value. I don't see the value. It's real easy to spend $250, especially around holiday season where all the shopping spree type stuff goes on, the Black Friday, the Cyber Monday, all that kind of stuff, that entire VIP weekend. That's really, really easy to do, especially if you've been waiting on something to maybe go on sale or to get double VIP points, or if you went in store, you could get whatever 5 times VIP points is called. It's not double, triple, or quadruple. I don't know. Whatever it's called. Anyway, you definitely have an opportunity to be able to pick this up because you are going to spend that kind of money at the end of the year. And there's a lot of people who are going to spend money to be able to get what they want for maybe themselves or somebody else. And then you turn around and January 1st is like, oh my God, I got to mortgage my home. I got to take out a loan because everything is coming out. Everything is coming out. But I don't see the value for 250. I know it's almost 600 pieces. I know in comparison to some of the other things that we have seen for $100 or $150, $120, even $200, as cool as these shrunk down models are of the original model, it just doesn't work for me. I think 175 would have been a better, GWP buy-in. $175, 175 euro. I think that would have been a better decision. But who am I? I'm not a marketing exec. I don't set prices. I don't know near enough about profit and all that kind of stuff. This is just one dude's opinion, but yeah. Anyway, if you had an opportunity to pop your hands on these, maybe you're going to think they're a little bit better. Maybe you will like them more so. I hope you do. They are cute. They are adorning my desk right now. And then I don't know what's going to happen after that. Anyway, until we meet again, I'm your Minifigure Ghost Matt. Let's build on it.